here. If that isn't troubling to you, it should be. I have people's lives. I haven't said a fuck thing about Sunshine. I don't know, you probably can go back in my live recordings and get the exact date, right? I don't think about her. Now, it is not in my personality to just keep taking shit, right? So I don't respond for long periods of time. And then the bitch gets mad that nobody's talking to her or about her. So then she lashes out on everybody because she's angry at herself. Okay. So last night, we're going to go live and we're going to dox about 11 people and give out their PD information. And then I heard that somebody, in fact, co-signed that horseshit. Somebody co-signed and encouraged. Okay, so the co-signing of that is weird to me because are we not complaining? Are we not holding, I mean, all night lives complaining about something that somebody else is doing while at the same time co-signing the same behavior in another person? Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, and I really am. So Ratina, and let me understand, like I'm a fucking 2-year-old. Ratina hated Sunshine. Sunshine doxed the fuck out of Ratina, did a whole bunch of horrible things to Ratina. And there it is. You know, it really is the foundation of all this trouble is enemy of my enemy. It is literally the foundation. It is literally why nothing ever changes. It's exactly why the whole cycle just keeps going and going and going. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Can anybody think of a time where I did enemy of my enemy? Do you see me running around the internet making alliances with people against other people? I have never, as long as I've been on this fucking app, needed an alliance with anybody to do anything. Ever. And I think it's fucking childish. And I think it's the exact reason why the fuckery never stops. Smashly, you are one of the biggest perpetrators and hypocrites on this app. Full fucking stop. I have never, ever watched anybody fall out and regain so many friendships on this app. Me, bitch, if you fuck with me and we fall out, you're done. Ask anybody that I've fallen out with. Ask anybody that even, period. You guys think, right, that I can't take a position or that my position is always like yours. Like I'm taking that position because that's my alliance. I'm taking that position. That's bullshit. Straight bullshit. If I see some fuckery that I don't like from somebody that I'm fucking with, baby, protect myself at all costs. You ask about me. So, point in case, because I don't give a fuck. Point in case. Farrah put hair extensions in the description of the money she sent for Bilal. Now, when I saw that, and then I asked Farah, hey, Farah, why did you put hair extensions in the description of the money that you sent Bilal? And when Farah could not give me a straight answer, I stopped talking to Farah. Do you see how that is? Do you see how you can look at things and make a fucking free thought decision, not swayed by what another person is telling me or how another person sees it, or that I'm that person's friend and I have to see it that way? Fuck that. If I see some fuckery, I don't care who it's through, I'm out. I'm not going to stand shoulder to shoulder with somebody who's fucking wrong or has done something to potentially hurt me. You get how that goes? You can make your own fucking decisions that have nothing to do with anybody else's opinion. Now, this part, right? Here's where I'm confused, MJ. As we fight so hard against Florida Man and call him the fucking devil, here's where I'm confused. Because you're so righteous and you stand in your truth and nobody can shake you because you're standing in your truth, which I think is the biggest load of internet horse shit that has ever been forced down a throat here. Because as I'm watching your live, and you're just standing so tall against the evil fucking Florida Man. And then I hear you say, hi, contrary contradictions. Hi, contrary contradictions. You see what I mean? You can't complain about the behavior of somebody while perpetrating the fucking behavior. It makes no sense to me ever. Why is Reds being treated horribly? That's crazy. And you guys pick on the... I think you consider people weak, and you make mistakes when you do that. I don't like it. I don't like it that you push that behavior onto people that aren't loud with their responses. I don't like that. Guys, I don't get it. So MJ and all your righteous, I stand in my truth. Baby, you cannot support behavior on one side and complain about behavior on the other. It doesn't work. Because while you're complaining about the things that he's doing, those people are doing the same fucking things. It's like the rule of force. Do you guys know anything about the use of force rule? Like, you can only use the amount of force necessary against the person putting that force on you. So if I walk up to somebody and I punch them in the face, they cannot fucking shoot me. Do you understand? Like, so you're supposed to meet the amount of force used against you with the same amount of force. And that's not what happens here. People go overboard. And then when the other person meets that amount of force, you cry about it. Like me not responding and not responding and not responding. When I do respond, it's the same use of force. It's not greater. In fact, mine's less. I haven't done a fucking fraction of the fuck shit that's been done on this internet, even to me or other people. And you can't find it anywhere because it never motherfucking happened. So, okay, so this is it. They think now the FBI is going to further investigate me for the hair extension thing. You guys don't think that's weird that there's people on the internet that are weaponizing the FBI against the person? Nobody's sitting at home going, God, that's really fucked up, man. Like, that's super fucked up. No. Here's the thing about this. They can investigate until they're blue in the motherfucking face. Because in my phone, I have where that money came in from Farah, and it went straight to Bilal. It's so easy. And you guys think I should be scared about things, but what should I be scared about if I, in fact, am sitting in my truth? Right? Where I know for a fucking fact, like I know for a fucking fact that I'm not guilty of any of the things that Sunshine has accused me of. I guarantee you that if one goddamn penny was funneled to fucking Hamas, I would not be here talking to you. And I think you know that too. The fact that somebody can get on the internet and accuse somebody else of funding terrorism and have a government agency show up to investigate that is a wild concept to me. The fact that my government considered me enough of a threat to show up to my door, right? Which is a wild concept. And I really need you guys to wrap your fucking head around that. Because it's very much in tune with what's going on in this country. Do you understand that? Do you think 6 years ago this would have happened? And I want to make it very, very clear what was taken to the FBI. Please make this very clear. They took a conversation, a hearsay conversation, to the FBI and they investigated it. If you can't pick out the problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. You're in much bigger trouble than I could ever help you with. There's a woman on the internet that thinks she has federal immunity against any of the crimes she commits here. That is a problem. That is a problem. Do you understand? And she's telling you, I'm a federal witness. Those were her words. I am a federal witness. How could you be a witness to anything? You're a witness to your own fucking lies. And if you think ever in a day that I'm not going to be here to defend myself, that I'm not going to use my fucking voice, you got me fucked up. Absolutely. A lot of you clap for this, and a lot of you clap. Listen, what is that thing like people say? You tell if you say you don't like me, baby. And the fact here's something about me. I cannot like somebody. I can definitely not like somebody, and still be able to say that's fucking wrong. A lot of y'all can't do that. A lot of y'all let your personal fucking feelings about somebody get in the way of that strict moral fucking compass you have. That on point, straightforward, all righteous fucking moral compass you claim to have. Thank you, angels. Thank you. So for me, this looks real weird, right? Because I'm being openly harassed. I mean, you can't deny it. But you are the federal witness. And they're completely ignoring the stalking and harassment from you. Of not only me, let me make this perfectly clear. Not only me. You're doing it to multiple people. But nobody can sit up and say that's wrong because now Retina loves Sunshine, all those people over there who called her pillow humper. How long did they call her pillow thumper? They called her pillow thumper for like a year. They wouldn't even use her name. If they referred to her, they referred to her as pillow thumper. But now they're besties. And now Retina's concerned about Sunshine and what she's doing. If you all can't take your heads out of your asses and find that behavior wildly confusing. Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. I'm going to call that number today, and I'm going to have the discussion that I know I should have. I am, because this is ridiculous. It's sad to me. It is. It's not like this is easy for me to watch because the woman was a friend of mine. And I really feel like something is really not right with her. Like, I really feel that something is not right with her. I think people should be concerned about the behavior, but a lot of you just take it, eat it up, use it for the entertainment that you find in it, and don't give a fuck about it. Well, you're probably the same people that walk around the internet talking about mental health and how it matters, and people should consider that. You're probably the same person that says those kinds of things while completely disregarding what other people are going through because of her. wild frames of minds that um, roam this internet. Really, really crazy. But at least I can't be like, I'm not disappointed in people anymore. I fucking expect it. Good morning, sweet cheeks. I just expect it that way. No surprise. No no disappointment, no anything. I just expect it. And that's sad. It's really sad. As far as Florida man goes, I that man is going to be a friend of mine for an extended period of time. Why? Because there are things about him that I value. I do, as a human being. When I see how he responds to things, I find it very comparable to the amount of force being used on him. Period. Full stop. I also think that that meme is definitely coming. I'll tell you what, here's something, and let's think about this for a minute. How many quote unquote people and groups have tried to come together? Hey, Spilled, have tried to come together to fight the evil Florida man. And this is always what will stand out to me. So when Smashley makes alliances and Ratina makes alliances, and they're all forming their Avenger group to come against the evil, evil Florida man, he's standing, have to run around and form all these big alliances, hold these big awareness lives against him. And I think it says a lot that he stands in the same place he's always stood. Period, sweet cheeks. You're never going to get me to look at what he does as any worse than what's being done by other people. I'm never going to see it like that. I'm just not. I can disagree with things, or things that, like, I don't fuck with dead people, y'all. Like, I don't fuck with dead people, okay? I don't think we should be fucking with dead people. He knows that. He knows that I don't fuck with dead people, man. But I'm not gonna, what am I gonna do? He's his own person. And do I agree with how he's using some of those dead people? I absolutely the fuck do. But I personally do not fuck with dead people. They have too much. They have to. You will never remove the truth. Right. Yes. Period. I don't have to agree with everything. But I'm also not going to stand in a position going, hey, that's really wrong. You can't do that, without looking what has been done to him. I can't do that. I'm not going to disregard the things that you've done to that man, that people have done to him here. I'm not going to disregard that ever. And you guys do. You look at what he's doing without considering what's being done to him. Some of his responses, I think, aren't harsh enough. if you're asking for the behavior and you're doing things to perpetuate that behavior, it's going to come back to you. You have to consider your opponent in everything, don't you think? Like as a strategy. And when you're using that strategy against your opponent, are you not using self-preservation at the same time? So when your opponent does something and you want to react to it, are you not using self-preservation in your reaction? Are you not protecting yourself? Are you not responding to it in a way that you know the comeback is going to be something you're going to be able to handle? That's self-preservation. Like, don't let me step into something that I know could potentially hurt my mental health, could hurt my home, could hurt something. Do I want to do that? I think that's your responsibility, not his. You can't disrespect somebody and then complain about the amount of disrespect they use against you. It's your responsibility to know the potential of that happening is 100%, and then you protect yourself. Do I run here and respond to absolutely everything that's said about me here, every video, when my kids were doxxed, when you were messaging my daughter telling her that I'm telling everybody that she uses meth? Like, those are things that are going to get me to come here and respond. I'm always going to come behind my kids. But do I respond to every fucking weird video y'all make? No, I don't care. Like these, never respond. Who gives a fuck? This is about me. You can do this all day long, and I ain't gonna say fuck all. But when it affects my family, when it affects my friends, then absolutely, I'm gonna come here and what do you call, like, angry bird it, right? In fact, I'm so happy with my crash out snark name. I'm never changing it. I love it. I think it fits. Power Ranger. All week, really, I haven't been watching or really saying anything. But waking up and having, being doxxed for like the 350th time and my local PD number on there for people to call wellness checks. Now, that's something that I have to take seriously, right? Because that's again promoting another knock on my door that's going to affect the child in my home that nobody here gives a fuck about. Let me make that very clear. As far as children on the internet go, mine, nobody gives a hot fuck about my granddaughter or any of my kids. And I have taken that time to point out the people that truly don't give a fuck and cut them off. Like, and when I tell you guys, my cut off game is unmatched. Unmatched. If you've been sitting in my fucking text messages for 3 months without a response, bitch, don't bother. If you've been sitting in my fucking DM for weeks and not an answer, don't bother. It's clearly me saying, I don't fuck with you. It's clearly me setting a fucking boundary. So don't keep texting me, don't keep DMing me, because I'm never going to answer you. The waste of resource being used for false reports is insane. Someone may need help. Yeah, period. So now I had to call my county dispatch at the advice of my local PD and let them know that this was done on the internet and that I have an autistic child in my home. And what the, can anybody tell me what you think? Spread, you're in the box. I'm going to X you out. Um, you're going to, doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's not bothersome to anybody. There'll be people, right, that'll make a scenario that'll make you think that I deserved it somehow. Or there are people that just don't like me that go, ha ha ha. I hope it happens again. Right? There's people actively in chats all over the place. I get screenshots constantly. That Pride Fighter account, get off my fucking dick, bitch. Get off my fucking dick, bitch. Good morning, Samsy. And the amount of people that are scary fucking bitches like Pride Fighter, like contrary contradictions, like public accountability, like all of those are people that don't like me, that don't have the balls to do what they're doing as them. Okay, so yesterday, when all the things were being posted on those pages, right? Did I make a troll page to post Sunshine's fucking Google Map video of her house? Did I have to do that? And again, this is another story that I find so interesting. Hey, Sunshine, you said that there was a windstorm that day. You had a horrible windstorm. Was it just at your house? Like, if you said there was a huge windstorm, but yet I'm looking at all your neighbors and they're perfectly untouched. It's only your yard that's a mess. So was the windstorm like just dedicated to your house? But did I have to go and make a whole troll page to fucking post that? No, bitch, because if I have something to say or if I have something I want to post about you, it's going to always be on my main account. Everybody's going to know that it was, in fact, fucking me. Where's that at? I didn't see that. We had a horrible windstorm that day. That picture was taken in August of 2024. There was a huge windstorm that night, and my husband was out there cleaning up the yard from it. Nobody else was affected by that windstorm. Everybody else's house was in perfect fucking condition. Oh. Oh man. I've never had a troll account that I needed to post fuck all about anybody. I'm gonna do it on my main. I'm never gonna be a scary bitch. If I have something to say to you, you're gonna know how I feel. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You everybody running around in that group over there, contrary contradictions, public accountability. All you really are is scared, and you don't stand on anything. You don't stand on a fuck thing. You're scared. You just want everybody to wonder who it is. You're gonna know it's me. God, I couldn't believe it. I was like, do you see your neighbor's yard? It is beautiful. Like, not a one thing is out of place. And the other neighbor, same. Across the street, same. They had one windstorm just around 6:15. Listen, when people are living in misery, it comes out in a lot of different ways, right? And that's one of them. You can't tell me that you aren't miserable. That's why the alcohol is so fucking important, because you are fucking miserable. You've always been miserable. You've been miserable for a long time. And nobody gives, if you need material things to make you happy, I bought a new car, guys, look, and I paid cash for it. Okay, but what do you really have, Christina? What do you really have? Because when we're bragging about material things that money can buy, there's a lot of people that can do that. But that doesn't mean they're surrounded and happy. Doesn't mean that they feel loved and valued and appreciated. Cars don't do that. People do that. And you seem to be lacking a lot of that. And that's why you want to lash out. Because at the end of the day, let's let everybody know who Christina is in fact mad at. It's not really me. It's not really Victoria or Breezy. Sunshine is mad at Sunshine. And Sunshine is lashing out at everybody else because she can't handle the anger that she has for herself. Because she knows she fucked up. She knows she hurt her friends. And she knows that everybody saw her do it. There's no way of coming back from that. Everybody watched you trash people that cared about you. Everybody, 4K, caught. And nobody did that but you. Nikki cared about you. Ashlark cared about you. Right? I cared about you. I cared about you. And that's not something I do easily, but I did. So all the people that truly cared about Sunshine, she turned around and took a huge shit on. And now she's not really mad at us. She's mad at the decisions she made concerning her friends. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, everybody watched that happen. So I don't think this is new behavior. I don't think this behavior is just for people on the internet. I think this is just who she is. She puts no value in any kind of relationship she has. In fact, that does mean her marriage. We have all watched that. Let's talk about it. Her husband, how many times have we heard Sunshine say on the internet, my husband adores me, my husband loves me, my husband fawns all over me, he always has to be touching me, he loves me so much. Then why do you keep stepping out on him on the internet. Again, because you don't value the people in your life. You don't know how to reciprocate love. Somebody shows you love and you hurt them. Somebody shows you that they care about you and you hurt them. That's not something that I do. I definitely have a very, very hard time hurting people that I love. And if I do hurt people that I love, I feel like a huge piece of shit. I don't know who you are. So, at the end of the day, Sunshine feels like a huge piece of shit for hurting everyone who loved her and now is attacking them because she hurt them. How many times have you seen Ashlark get up on this internet and talk shit about Sunshine? How many? How many? Be honest. I think I've seen two. Two. And how many horrible things has Sunshine gone live and said about Ashlark? Ashlark, her longest standing friend on this app. I don't have to come here and crash out. I don't have to come here. I don't come here. Let me make that clear again. I don't come here and do ugly things. I don't. The ugliest thing you're going to get from me is some cussing and some yelling. And 99.9% of the motherfucking time, all of that is 100% valid. Free thinkers. I don't know. I know you're out there, and I know a lot of you that have that ability are silent watchers. And I often take, like, get a little peace in that I know there are people that watch what's going on who have the ability to cut all the bullshit out of it and see exactly what's going on. That nobody really has to get up here and point out and say the things that are being done are wrong. I think there were in excess of probably 10 or 12 calls to that PD last night. And I clap for that. I really do. I sent my text to that officer, and I will be following up today because at the end of the day, somebody on the internet claiming that everything they're doing they can't get in trouble for because they're protected by a government agency is some of the craziest things that I've heard here. Like, it's kind of like the DHS getting up there and saying, or Stephen Miller giving federal immunity to white supremacists to just kill brown people on the motherfucking streets. Like, you feel like now you can just run around the internet and spray fucking filth all over everybody and the fucking government is going to protect you. That pisses me off so fucking bad, dude. I'm gonna say her name one fucking time. Victoria has not been on this app in months. Months and months. I'm tired of watching it. Because me, I do feel bad for people. I do feel bad. I feel bad for even people that I do not fucking like. The lack of empathy on this side of TikTok is disturbing. The things that some people are able to verbalize about other people and their trauma is disturbing. And nobody seems to give a fuck about the next. If a woman, let me say, if a woman, and a lot of us are in fact women, if a woman can get up on the internet and verbalize somebody's sexual trauma, use words, ugly fucking words, right? To describe their sexual assault. A woman getting on the internet using verbiage that is disgusting to describe another woman's sexual assault is abhorrent. The amount of women that were A, silent, gross, B, clapped for it, absolutely disturbing, while we're modeling behavior for our young women that we're raising, Megan, when that's my full name. Screenshot that. Don't mute it until I screenshot it. They can stay. They can't say anything. What? That one hurt? Did that one hurt? Did it? That one hurt, did it? Aw. I'm sorry. That sucks. But it's all in 4K. It's all in 4K, guys. I'm just telling you. You can see it for yourself. You don't need me to show you. There are women on the internet who use ignorant fucking verbiage to describe sexual assault in front of their daughters. Then there's other ones that put liquid in their mouth and then reenact ODs. Because that's what we should be showing our children. That's what we're modeling for our children. Not that you've been modeling very well these days, Megan. You haven't. I mean, racism, transphobia, addict shaming. I mean, well-rounded is she, I guess. So when when your daughters are out one night and some boy grabs their fucking ass or grabs them between the fucking legs and they're thinking, yeah, that one day I don't think I want to tell my mom this because I heard her talk about that one girl and when somebody did that to her, man, and she really it was really gross, so I don't want my mom talking to me like that about what happened to me, so I just ain't gonna say nothing. I saw how my mom treated that other girl that happened to, so I ain't gonna say anything to her. You're not capable. I could never. I could never. No, I can't. I really can't. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You couldn't see him? Hold on. Oh, man, they're not really giving me a choice of grids at all. Here, I'll just change the background picture. Say something on the internet. one time. So I'm not, I don't really have any other good pictures, so hold on. I'll just take this one down, put the green screen up. There you go. Welcome, you welcome. I'm okay, Melissa. Nobody does everything the right way all the fucking time, right? Nobody does. Nobody raises their children perfectly. Nobody's the perfect mother. Nobody's the perfect wife. Nobody's the perfect daughter. Nobody's the perfect sister. Nobody stands above anybody in any relationship. Nobody does. Man, and here's my daughter's name. Okay, so when this keeps going, keep playing, baby. And I'm playing because I'm speaking my mind. I'm playing because I'm actually speaking up. Oh, or am I playing because I'm making way too much sense? I think that might be it. I don't think it's anything. I think it's the fact that I'm making too much sense, and that's bothering a motherfucker. I'm making too much sense, and that's really bothering a motherfucker. Because it is, in fact, exactly what everybody's seeing. I'm not saying anything. I haven't said anything during this live that you haven't seen with your own fucking eyes. And again, I'm only here talking about the things that you have actually done. I'm not embellishing. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. You're bothered by it. You know what's going here's something that's going to make me really happy, and I hope it happens. I hope to find some of MJ's little lollipop gang involved in this stuff. I want to find MJ's little fucking lollipop gang involved because I'm getting vibes. Did I ever tell y'all that I can like feel things? Like I feel things. Like it's not like a sixth sense or I think it goes along with like being an empath, right? Like I feel things, and I feel like that little lollipop gang is involved in the fuckery. And when I find the members of the little lollipop gang that wanted to be involved in this so badly, I'm going to handle every one of you, just like I am now. That's not a threat. Like, I'm not going to dox you. I'm not going to message your family. I'm going to handle you right here like I am now. I'm going to tell you, it all comes out in the wash. It all comes out in the wash. That's my other daughter's name. Y'all, before you mute it, screenshot it. Before you mute it, screenshot it. One thing that I don't like people that throw rocks and hide their fucking hands. If you're on the internet and you want to be deeply involved in things like your leader, MJ, let's rewind. There was a day that MJ came up on my FYP. And on that day, she was listening to a live that nobody asked her to listen to. Then she gave some fuck opinions that also nobody asked her for. She involved herself in something that she didn't know was going to go as far as it did. And when it reached a level that she was uncomfortable with, she cried about it to federal authorities. You don't find that odd? You don't find that for clicks, views, and send your populars and thanks for the gift. And you don't find that odd? Double tap, y'all, double tap. Send your pop. Like, you wanted this. You love it. You put your big fucking head in it. And now you're overwhelmed and crying about it. And all your little cronies in the back are throwing rocks and hiding their hands. I hate that. I fucking hate that. And you're hiding like fucking trolls in a Discord. Weird. And also something you complain about other people doing. But you're the most righteous. Your mods are the most righteous. They don't do anything wrong. They're never involved in that kind of fuckery. But isn't that funny that past history does not prove that? All for views. That live I just watched from yesterday made me fucking sick. Your position in this, MJ, is not God. I don't know if anybody has told you. You are, in fact, not God. I don't have to take the shit that people are doing to me. I don't have to take it. When I'm not live talking about this fuck shit, I'm not even watching anything that's going on. I'm watching protests. I'm watching what's going on in the streets in this country. I'm not paying attention to this, right? So I think Monday I had a live about mittens. Valid. Tuesday, I went live briefly and I played the Sasha Riley, the first part of the Sasha Riley tapes. Wednesday, all quiet. Never said anything. And I can't even say that I said anything about Sunshine prior to that. I can't remember. But what I know for a fact is that I'm not engaging. I'm not running to those pages to find out what's posted. I don't care. When people send me things that I'm being doxxed, I'm absolutely going to respond every fucking time. But what happened last night, and then to find out that other people were co-signing and encouraging people to make calls, Smashly, you're part of the problem, bitch. You're a big part of the problem, by the way. A really big part of the problem. You and MJ kind of, like, same for me. Same. Because Smashley absolutely hated, and cried when that behavior was onto her. Me either. No, Shiny, I couldn't because I did not see anything. I don't watch. Here's another thing. I'm not up late, A. B, I don't have the attention span to watch you motherfuckers on YouTube. I can't do it. I don't. I don't have 3 and 4 hours to listen to a live. I don't, nor does my attention span allow me. So I unless people are sending me things, I don't really see a lot of it. I'm sure there's probably hundreds of things that have been said that I haven't responded to because I didn't hear or I didn't see it. Because, again, I am not paying attention to this. Lady Di. Goodbye. You guys think I'm ashamed of that? Do you guys think I'm ashamed of that? About that, right? Do you think I'm ashamed of giving a child up for adoption? Never. Ever. Ever. Never, not once. Ever. Ever. Nor do I have to explain my reasons for it. Full stop. Full fucking stop, man. Some of the dirtiest motherfuckers on this app are in that woman's group. They're horrible. Fucking gross. But you guys support that too.